Back again with another music video reaction. My name is Josh. Thanks for checking out the channel. If you click the thumbnail, you're here to check out some Oliver Anthony. If you're unfamiliar with Oliver Anthony, he's an artist that basically came from obscurity or almost nowhere when it comes to music, and then bolted to like #1 based off of one song that he released, and it was Rich Man North of Richmond. And it was this kind of turned into more or less an anthem or just like a theme song for the average working person, not even like in the US, but like I've seen people talk about it and comment worldwide about being able to feel or be able to associate with what he was talking about and the feeling. And it's a very, very powerful song. And he's kind of been all over the place recently as far as going and doing some interviews with some of the folks that he definitely wants to interview with. I think everybody kind of wants to interview him, but it's been very interesting to hear him talk. I haven't been able to watch all of the interviews, but I've watched a few and listened to him talk, and he's such an interesting guy. And it's something that I think so many people are able to get behind him because he is a very normal, very kind of logical, critical thinking person. And it's not, for him, it seems like it's not this whole big political thing. It's not, this side versus this side, and you have to be this, you have to be that. It's just he's talking about his life and his experiences. And then what people do with that actually sounded like it's agitated him a bit too, because it's just, well, it's kind of what the media does now in general, or just people, I guess. I mean, everybody's trying to get those views and do whatever else, but I've really enjoyed his music. He's also put out a couple other songs since then, and they're just very relatable, very easy to listen to often, and just kind of fun to sing with. So I'm very curious. He just came out with a new one, and it's called Rich Man's Gold. So I'm assuming this one's maybe kind of going back towards the old same themes as the Rich Man North of Richmond. And let's go ahead and see how that is. All right, let's get it.
You weren't born, just pay bills and die. You weren't born, just pay bills and die. All you need is a dog, a shag, a crick in the back, and a good woman. Oh Lord, you don't need that rich man's gold. My granddaddy grew up on dirt floors. The whole county was dirt poor. Mama died when he was 4. What a damn shame. They grew tobacco and raised hogs, 7 youngins and some old dogs. I reckon they was living high on the hog way back in their day. You say you won't born, just pay bills and die. You weren't born, just pay bills and die. All you need is a dog, a shack, a crick in the back, and a good woman. Oh Lord, you don't need that rich man's gold.
All right, so that was Rich Man's Gold by Oliver Anthony, and is actually different than I expected, and honestly better than I expected. Not that I expect anything bad from him, but it's also, I haven't listened to him in a little bit, so once I actually hear his voice come across, I remember I'm like, oh yeah, he has that like shockingly good, rugged voice that just lends itself so well to the type of music that he plays, and it's just, it very much so pulls at the heartstrings. But what he's talking about is, I think, kind of like I was talking about before we watched the video, of he doesn't seem to be as political as people try and make him out to be, as much as he's just talking about wanting to live and enjoy life. And that's kind of what this song is like, and it's about. And he's really refocusing that of just telling people, and it's so true. I mean, we all get to a certain point in life where we're like, oh, I'm just working to live, and it's really kind of hard to keep going all the time. But when we take it back and it's like, why are we doing that? And we need to enjoy our life while we can. And this is such kind of a song for that in my mind anyway, and it's just so simple. I mean, it really is. I mean, enjoy the simple things in life. I mean, we need all the things that cost so much? Because things do cost so much nowadays. I mean, inevitably that's what's going to happen, and it's going to keep going up, and pay rates probably won't go up conversely, and then it makes it more expensive. But getting back to that, do you actually need all the stuff that's getting more expensive? I mean, we need the life necessities, of course, but I mean, could we live simpler and be happier? Probably for the most part. I think that's true, and I definitely think that's kind of what he's talking about here, and it's so welcoming and it's so homey feeling. I mean, just what he's talking about, singing about, I mean, it's just simple, and I think that's good. I think that's something that we need sometimes. So I really dug this one. I actually just really like a lot of his music. Again, even if it's not controversial to some people, it's just very, honestly, to me, it's very heartwarming. I mean, he's singing from the heart, literally. I mean, you can hear it in his voice. I mean, it's all of his emotions are there, and he puts everything into this, and it's just really, really good, Nick. And I think that's why he's able to reach so many people with such a broad demographic across different political spectrums and everything else that goes with that. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you would. That'd be fantastic. And as always, you're awesome. Peace out.